All right. Here is a tricky situation. On this one, we have a negative. So on this one, I got to decide what I'm going to do with that negative symbol. I'm going to rewrite the proportion by putting the negative in the top up here. We can't ignore the negative. We have to include it somewhere, somehow. Negative 6 over 5 is the same as negative 6/5. Now that we've rewritten the problem like that, we still cross multiply like we have been. So we're going to say 7 times negative 6. And then we're going to multiply b times 5. So that would be 5b. And we set those equal to each other. Now, I want to give you about 5 seconds to do that on your own and tell me what you think the answer is. Go. Don't blurt it out yet. Just write it down on your paper. Did you get an answer? All right. Watch a master at work. 7 times negative 6 is negative 42. How many of you guys had negative 42? Now, here's the thing. If you're not good with positive and negative numbers, integers, use those calculators. Make sure you have the right answer. Even Mr. Adams makes mistakes. So when I have to take like a test or something that's important, I use the calculator. Okay? Put your hand down until we finish this. 5 times b. Now, what do I do to get rid of the 5? What do I do to get rid of that 5? Yeah, I want to move it to the other side. What's the 5 doing to the letter B? No. What does this mean? What does this mean? So what's the opposite of multiplication? So I'm going to divide both sides by 5. Now, here's the trick. Here's where people are going to make the mistake. They're going to go, 42 divided by 5. And then you get this number. Is that right? No, it's negative 42 divided by 5. And it's negative 8.4. So take your time and make sure you get the right answer. Negative 8.4 equals B. Do I need the squiggly lines on that one? No, I didn't do an approximation. Same thing here. I could put this negative on the top or bottom, right? So I'm going to rewrite this. I'm going to put it on the bottom. I'm going to rewrite this as x over negative 2. Why? Because it's just easier to multiply negative numbers times. If I don't want to deal with a negative x. A negative x would be confusing. I don't want to deal with it. So like I said, you could toss that negative to the bottom. You could toss it to the top. You can't put it to the top and the bottom because then that would make it a positive. Okay. Same thing we've been doing. We're going to cross multiply negative 2 times 4. And we're going to set that equal to 9 times x. Okay. What's negative 2 times 4? Yeah, but let's assume Mr. Adams has no clue. Well, I got this handy dandy fancy calculator. I'm going to say negative 2 times 4. Now I know for sure it's negative 8. See how I did that? So I'm going to put negative 8 here. And I've got 9 times x. Since 9 is being multiplied by x, what do I got to do to move the 9 away from the x? Divide by 9. Now, you may have been taught the bat and ball method. How many of you guys ever heard that before, the bat and ball method? Nobody? Okay, good. Then I don't have to unprogram you. Bat and ball method works perfect for these types of problems. But when you go to do rational expressions and proportions in like Algebra 1 or Algebra 2, the bat and ball method is very confusing. This is the best way to do this, okay? So I've got negative 8 over 9 is equal to x. Am I done?
No.
What do I need to do? Yeah, I'm supposed to convert it to a decimal. So I've got -8 divided by 9. Yeah, so we got a repeating decimal. And so I've got -0.888, and that just goes on forever, equals x. So if I want to round to this one, I go to the one to the right. That's 8. Do I round up or down? I'm going to round up. If it's greater than 5, remember, if it's 5 or higher, we round up. If it's 4 or lower, we round down. So this is going to be -0.89 squiggly lines. That means approximately x. That means approximately. Okay. Any questions on that one? We are almost done with our work. See what you can accomplish when you're quiet and paying attention?
Yeah. Yeah, number cheeseburger.
All right, here we go. Question number 7. We're going to cross multiply again. 3 times 10. And then we're going to do red, which is 6 times n. And are you guys ready for this? Be prepared to be shocked and awed. What's 3 times 10? 30. And then we have 6 times n over here. If 6 is being multiplied by n, and I want to move it away from n, what do? Divide. I'm going to do the inverse operation, which is divide. 6 divided by 6 is just 1. 1 times n is just n. What's 30 divided by 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's 5. Okay? I have some concerns. All right, let's move on to the next one. Let's do 7 times 5. All right, 7 times 5. And yeah, 10 times r, right? Good. So 7 times 5 is 35. Is equal to 10 times r. If 10 is being multiplied by r and I want to move the 10 away from the r, what's the inverse of multiplication? Division. 10 divided by 10 is just 1. 1 times r is r. I think this is 3.5, but I'm going to do it on my calculator. 35 divided by 10. 3.5. All right, here we go. 2 more problems and we can call it a day. All right, so once you get the hang of this, you can skip a step or two. For example, I can say 9 times 11. What's 9 times 11? I'm just going to write down 99. What's 3 times b? 3b. What? Well, Bam with the bacon says, what do I do next, lady and gents? What do we do next? Divide what? Well, not divide 3b. I'm recording that, so when I send you to the office and tell them the noises you were making, I have evidence now. As we were finishing this problem, we said that 3 times b, or a student was trying to tell me that 3 times b can be reversed by doing the opposite, which is divide by 3. 3 divided by 3 is 1. 1 times b is b. What's 99 divided by 3? I think it's 33. I'm going to plug it in my calculator and check. Take the numerator, divide it by the denominator. Well, bam with the bacon sizzle. My answer is 33. Huh? All right. Next one. What's 4 times 4? 16. What's 2 times r? 2r. What do I do? Next step. Divide by what? 2. Whatever I do on one side, I do to the other. 2 divided by 2 is just 1. 1 times r is r. 8 or 16 divided by 2 is 8. And that is it.